Hey Pisces, welcome to Pure Tarot. I'm glad to see you again. So I'm doing the heart-to-heart reading, which is a heart-shaped spread. I'm using oracle cards for the inner tip and the bottom tip. Those are common energies to both parties. Tarot cards to describe you on the left-hand side, because it's the side of where your heart is inside your body, and the right hand side to describe the person on your mind, but be mindful that the cards might decide to point someone else to you. So let's just get the cards. I will be drawing and not pulling, not doing pop-outs. It would take too long. Playfulness. I think I got this for like Cancer or Virgo, I don't remember, but there's another sign that got this card. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So that bodes well in terms of having a good time with this person. Let's get the tarot. Here, let me show you. I mean, you won't see all of the shape per se, but you get to see a little bit. It's 7 cards on each side. And lastly, the oracle at the bottom. Full intimacy. That's nice. That's very nice. It's beautiful because you have playfulness and full intimacy as your common energies, right? So that's amazing. Okay. So let me get back. So on your side, you have the Judgment, the 6 of Wands, the Tower, the Knight of Swords, the 6 of Cups, the 9 of Wands, and the Hermit, all upright. It's pretty cool. You're the only sign that got all uprights. And on the other side, your person, Pisces, has the 7 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, the Fool in reverse, the Chariot, 2 of Pentacles, the 3 of Cups in reverse, and the Page of Wands. I'm going to start with your side because, well, first of all, it's your reading, but also because of all the cards are upright. You have like strong energies here. You have 3 major arcanas, but they're so different in essence that it's quite it's like peaks and valleys here almost. It's this sort of energy where I'm hearing you're going on a roller coaster ride. So those peaks and valleys I'm describing that I was sensing, it's like internally, it's quite Piscean actually in terms of energy, wanting one thing and its opposite at the same time, and feeling very comfortable about it, and actually not even thinking that it's that it for many people it'd be like impossible. For you, it's like the contradiction exists within yourself to start with, and you actually have you're a double sign, so it's almost like saying you have a double personality that can actually live in two worlds. It's a little bit like that. So those two energies are mainly the Judgment and the Hermit. So absolutely wanting, I have the word recreate, but it's relive, rehash, either a situation. We're gonna obviously look at this relationship. So I think that for you it's not over. Let me put it this way. Like it looks like it's dead, but it's not, because it's actually living. It's resurfacing, rehashing, being rehashed. And yet there's a side of you that's like, I don't care. I'm not interested. I just want to be alone and do my thing, and like literally. And it's funny because the energy that I was showing you in between, like that tower, the way I'm seeing this, it becomes a bridge between these two opposites. So unless you explode this quote unquote modus operandi, like do you say that in English? It's Latin, right? It means like the way you operate. So unless you explode that particular, living in two worlds, and other people cannot relate to that. They can't relate to a hot, cold person. They can't relate to someone that wants them 1 minute and not the other, or appearing like you're all into wanting to really do this, and almost being willing to like come back from the dead for it, right? And yet like being this very solitary energy, independent, but like to the point of giving off the wrong impression to the person you be, that you're interested in, or that you actually want to relate with. So it's kind of crazy to equate the tower to a bridge, but it's about changing something within you, or maybe allowing a better integration of the two. But that happens through a huge questioning inside, right? This tower is like you're shaking something inside. You need to shake and break free inside your mind, probably. It looks like playfulness could help you with that. Almost like by being playful with the other person, you see you're not playing by yourself. I'm laughing because I'm thinking, and you're not playing with yourself either. This is, on the contrary, you're engaging with this other person, and that probably will help you Well, first off, spend more time with them. And while you are interacting with them, your mind is not doing the typical thing of, oh, what am I doing here? I'd rather be doing something else. That's your hermit mode of, I've got my stuff to do and I'd rather be alone. Versus, you know, like maybe being a little too, again, I'm seeing these people rise, right, out of their coffins as being like all up in your face. so something like that, like something about balancing things, through play. You have the Six of Cups. I mean, there's something really maybe watch the Capricorn reading, because they had the same energy. They had children as the main as the oracle card, and they had the Six of Cups as well, and they had this same thing about approaching the relationship with, you know, the heart of a child, like the innocence of a child, and not the years of baggage that we sense on Judgment and the Hermit. That's what you have to like sort of break free from. Maybe win this battle within yourself, because it's left you wounded. You know, it points to intimacy, okay? So I'm gonna have to say this. It might actually be revealing to us that when it comes to being intimate, you're particularly in two minds. As I'm reading this, as because there's such different energies that need to be exploded, right? Something needs to change. So it's almost like maybe to deepen your level of intimacy through a very intimate and sort of pure connection, like somewhat innocent and true, and which would make you feel very, very safe. But it has to be fun. Like the playfulness is like really the key here. You also have the Knight of Swords. I don't want to forget him. What I'm sensing is impatience. I often get that energy on this card. Like not giving yourself time. I think in terms of intimacy, right? If you're not almost like patient with yourself, right? Like, let alone the other person, but because of everything I've been describing before, I'm sensing it to be more being impatient towards yourself, right? Like unforgiving kind of thing, very judgmental towards yourself. Like this Knight, he's rash. He doesn't. He's judgmental. He makes up his mind really quickly. Like, okay, this is what it is, right? So it doesn't allow much room for like abandonment and relaxation within the context of intimacy. Especially if you feel like, you know, you're not good enough. you're too old for this. I'm not saying you are, I'm just playing here. I'm playing. That's funny. So let's look at the other side. They have the Seven of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Fool in reverse, the Chariots, the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Cups in reverse, and the Page of Wands. I know I told you, but it's been a while. So I'm refreshing your memory. I enjoy this energy. I'll tell you why. The person's characteristics here are someone very, I sense them to be quite outgoing, very friendly, very spontaneous. They like surprises. I always see all these things coming out of the cups as surprise boxes, right? So I sense them to be playful. It's actually, they're very playful. They even juggle, quite literally maybe, you know what I mean? I really like that. The Three of Cups is in reverse, but I'm still sensing like they have this gift, like they love to party, they like to celebrate, they like to be with their friends. And you know, if it was upright, it's like really a game here. There's like more than one people playing, like either a board game, a card game, whatever, just any game. You know, there is the energy of the Fool. It's in reverse, but it's still a childlike energy, right? So, and with the Seven of Cups, it's all this energy of having lots to choose from, and like, you know how sometimes children, like, they love to have like tons of toys, right? So it's funny, I'm gonna say something again a little spicy. It could be all kinds of sex toys, right? To explore full intimacy. I think I'm saying that because I have to admit I've been watching a series on Netflix about this designer who designs sex rooms. It's quite funny. I have to mention it because it's just coincidental with the cards and what I'm saying here, and it's something I've been watching recently, so it's just a little anecdote. So the other really amazing thing about this person is this incredible foundation. They're quite stable. This person is they're like a rock, you know, like they're so steady, like they're immovable in terms of they know what they want, they know what they like, they go for what they want, they make it happen. Money wise, any kind of ways, right? They're a builder, literally a builder. Or the right word is they consolidate. It's a better word. They really consolidate. Anything that they do, it becomes solid. And yet, they're a free spirit. It's really amazing in terms of that's what I mean by they have such like very bubbly energy, especially with the Page here, and yet and the Fool, and yet they have this they can actually commit in a relationship. And no, I don't sense they would juggle you necessarily. I really sense the play on this card. one thing I will say, because it's here also, this person has quite a lot of people in their surroundings that are, they might not be involved with each and every one of those people, but they have a lot of people that are wanting to play with them, right? Literally. And you know, the Three of Cups is here, so I mean, there's a potential for third-party situations, but I wouldn't. With the Ten of Pentacles here, what I'm sensing is I don't think this person would actually do that. They wouldn't. I feel them to be serious enough, or they have enough integrity on this card for leaving the other person before entering any relationship with you. But they have this thing about them that is, you know, I want to say free. Maybe they do like to have, I'm gonna say, threesomes. It's possible. I mean, this whole reading is charged. I'm sorry, but this is the only reading it's been like that. And they really, if they want, I mean, they can choose whoever. Like, it's gonna be up to them, not up to you. And contrarily to you, they have no no, it's still you're much more in two minds than they are. I mean, they do have the Two of Pentacles, but on this side, like, being in two minds, I'm sorry, on their side, it's not being in two minds. It's just having too many choices with these two cards, right? But on your side, like, the sort of the dichotomy is internal, and it's quite different at a different place, and for, like, it's related, I believe, to intimacy and the way you operate in relationships. Well, mine is the same for them. It's how they operate in relationships, who they decide to choose, and but they have an easier time to, you know, there's no reins on the horses that, or the Sphinx that the Chariot drives or commands. So by having no reins, it tells you that this person it's very easy for them to abandon themselves, to let themselves be guided and taken for a ride, you know what I mean? What a fun reading. Literally, I'm having quite a lot of fun reading this. And I just want to point out, this is number 19 on the full intimacy, so it's like the Sun card. So it's going to be burning hot. Anyways, Pisces, I hope you had a good time. I did. Please like, share, and subscribe, and come back for the next videos. Thank you so much. Good night.